how to add images to your Paint.net, how to work with them, how to move them around on different layers. So here is the scale we made. And what we're going to do first is we're going to create a brand new layer like this, okay? And I'm going to put that layer on top. And then I'm going to find a picture. So for example, we're talking about media balance, balancing out physical activities and other activities that are different than your digital activities, your online activities. So I'm going to find a picture of, let's see here. I'm going to put a picture of jogging. Let's go. Actually, I'm going to put Fortnite. That's one of my digital things. So I'm going to put one of my digital things here. I'm going to find a picture of Fortnite. I'm going to right click and copy image. And I'm going to go back. In fact, I'm going to find a big picture. Let's see here. How big is this picture? That picture is, oh, that's good. 1920 by 1080. Okay. I'm going to copy this image and I'm going to switch back using Alt-Tab and jump back to my Paint.net. And I'm going to paste. I'm going to make sure I've selected my new layer, that I've created a new layer with my layers window. Remember to turn that on and off here. And I'm going to hit Control V as in victory to paste. Control and V. Now, that is a very large picture. I'm going to take it and resize it. Now, if it is larger than your screen, by the way, if you hold the Shift button, it will like lock it in. I'm going to put that over here on my scale. And then I'm going to go back and find, I'm going to try to find a picture that's bigger than my screen here. I'm going to put jogging, sure, why not? Okay, so I'm going to find this picture of someone running, and that's 1800. I want to find, okay, yep, this is good. Copy image. I'm going to go back, hitting Alt-Tab to jump back to Paint.net. And I'm going to remember to hit Control D to get rid of your marching ants on your previous picture. I'm going to go on this layer. In fact, I might even add a new layer. And I'm going to paste it. Control V. Now it's going to give me this message. Sometimes you'll get this message. And the message says, this is larger than the canvas size. What do you want to do? Do you want to expand the canvas or keep the canvas size? For this, you want to keep the canvas size. Now, if you're just working with a picture, expand canvas. But since we're putting things into a picture we've made, we want to keep the size the same. Now, this is a very large picture, and you'll see it's larger than the screen, but we're moving it around, and I'm going to zoom out here using the magnifying glass so I can see the whole thing. I'm going to hold the Shift key down, and I'm going to grab a corner, and you'll notice that it shrinks the picture perfectly in size. I'm going to stick it over here on this side of the screen. Okay, then I'm going to find some more things, and the goal is to put a bunch of things on each side that help balance out what you're doing. That's how you work with pictures. Don't forget your Control D to get rid of your marching ants, and I suggest creating layers and then naming them. I'm going to name this layer Fortnite, and I'm going to name this other layer Jogging. That way you have total control, and you can turn those layers on and off. You can go to that layer, and then using your tool, you can click on the tool button here, get my toolbar, and I'm going to use the blue arrow, and then anything on the layer you can move around. Now, I don't suggest resizing it. I'll show you what happens. You can grab the corners and resize it. I'll hold Shift. I'll make it bigger, okay? Look what's going to happen. One, it's really hard to work with when you're zoomed out. You can also make a new square around it like this, and then use your blue arrow, and then hold Shift. Now, if you'll notice, the picture does not look as clear. In fact, you can see it's getting pixely. I'm going to Control Z and undo. The more you take a small image and stretch it out, the more it's going to look not super great. So just keep that in mind when you're resizing. It's fine to shrink it, but when you try to make it bigger again, you will not be happy with the results. You can use the selection tool to select an object and then shrink it. You can also use the white arrow to change the selection tool so it's closer or farther away. See, if I select right here and move it, it will only move the part that's in the selection. So I'm going to hit Control Z as in zebra, Control CTRL, and Z to undo. Okay, and those are some of the basics of working with pictures. We're not getting into changing colors and doing all the things you can do. We're just talking about how to find images and get them into Paint.net. So I hope that helps. And if you have questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I'll try my best to respond or make a video that is more clear if this is not clear enough. Okay, have a great day.